Hello, I'm from Group 3, here to share our final YCS group project whose name is Leela. Introduction. I'm Yash Tripathi, a 14-year-old from India.
And I'm Anshul Kesari, a 17-year-old from India. Today, we are here to show you the YICS Group 3 project, Leela. It is a virtual assistant which has various useful as well as fun features created so that we can have personalized virtual assistant that does anything we want instead of staying in the limitations of Alexa and Siri. Moving on to the features of this virtual assistant, it can tell you corny jokes, it can play albums and songs, can translate any language into any other language of the world, can detect your vibe and reply, it can look up stuff on Google, it can read your mind, and last but not the least, it can play trivia games with you. But what it can't do is get you into an Ivy League. So moving on, over to you, Yash.
Motivation to code the project. We were really intrigued about virtual assistants after attending the first lecture. Making computers understand and interact with human language? How cool is that? So, we decided to choose a virtual assistant as our project. Also, we were super intrigued by the lecture on NLP by Greg Durrett and wanted to give it a go. So, we created the NLP model. Creating Leela. This is the story of how we actually ended up creating Leela. Picking the tools. As a machine learning enthusiast, picking a programming language for me wasn't hard at all. Python forever. I chose TensorFlow as the framework to develop the sentiment analysis model and the Google Voice Engine as the speech engine. As you can already see, I am in love with Google. Developing the assistant. Now that I had everything to start with, I was ready to go. I first coded the basic loop for the assistant, then slowly added functionality like saying jokes, opening apps, playing music, translation, and then finally I created the sentiment analysis model and added an emotion recognition feature. Wrapping up. Now that the project was complete, I cleaned up my code, made the GitHub repo, and finally could run the command git commit -m final commit, and finally could achieve eternal salvation. Sentiment analysis. You all know that when you say something good or bad to your virtual assistant, they reply accordingly. This is done by emotion or sentiment analysis. For this, I use TensorFlow to retrain a model provided by Hugging Face called BERT, which is basically the Dolly Mini of natural language processing. I retrained it on a sentiment analysis dataset from Kaggle, and now it can recognize 6 emotions: joy, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, and love with a considerable accuracy. What the future holds for Leela. Due to a short time limit, I didn't have enough time to create a machine learning model to adapt to each and every kind of unique form of speaking. So, a lot of these commands you see were hard coded. I would like to change that by implementing a machine learning model which can detect such discrepancies. Next, I will try to add more functionality like asking questions to the virtual assistant, integrating it more with the operating system, and making it feel a little bit more human. Next, I will wrap the virtual assistant in a user interface and make it more robust. Who knows, maybe even change it into a downloadable application like Alexa for desktop. Thank you, and we hope you liked our project. Hi, I'm Yash Tripathi from Group 3, here to present our final group project called Leela. So let's fire Leela up. Yeah, so Leela takes a bit of time to load because we're loading a very complex model called BERT, and also because TensorFlow is a huge package. Oh, and yeah, all these warning messages don't mean anything. It's just what TensorFlow does best, which is annoying us. And now let's make up a false story that I got bullied in school today. Maybe it's false, maybe not.
Hi, I am Leela. How can I help you?
Leela, I was bullied in school today.
Sorry to hear that. May I interest you with a joke?
Yes, Leela, a joke sounds really cool. Could you please tell me a joke, Leela?
I would tell you a joke about UDP, but you would never get it.
Wow, that was so funny. Now I feel like listening to songs. Leela, please open Spotify, Leela. It's taking a second to convert my voice. It will be done in a
Opening
second.
Spotify.
Yeah, it's opening Spotify. Yeah, so as you may see, Spotify has been opened, and yeah, there it is. But let's say that I'm a devout YouTube music fan, so I'll just say, Leela, play the song Blinding Lights. Yeah, and as you may see, it plays the song. It can play any song which is on the platform. Okay, and now let's say if I wanted to do something more fun with Leela, so I'll just say, Leela, ask me a trivia question.
Asking you a question to you about entertainment, comics. Who was the first American vampire? Scott Snyder's American Vampire. Your options are Option 1, James, Jim,
Now I have
Book.
to Google that.
Option 2, Pearl Jones. Option 3, Skinner Sweet. Option 4, Hattie Hargrove. Answer now.
Hardy Hargrove is the correct answer. That's incorrect. The correct answer was Skinner Sweet. So as you may see, I guess the incorrect option, and yeah, that's all right. Now Leela can also do calculations. It can do, Leela, what is 25 multiplied by 47?
25 multiplied by 47 is 1175.
Yeah, so as you may see, it can do these calculations, and Leela can also tell me stuff from Wikipedia. So if I go and ask, Leela, tell me about Academy Awards.
The Academy Awards,
Yeah, so it
popularly
uses the
known as the
Wikipedia AI to
Oscars,
get
are
stuff
awards
from,
for artistic
to
and
get stuff
technical
from
merit
Wikipedia.
in
And then
the film
and
industry.
then,
They
the
are
virtual
regarded by
assistant says
many
it.
as the most prestigious and significant awards in the entertainment industry worldwide, given annually by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts
Leela
and
can also
Sciences.
translate stuff.
AMPAs. The awards are an international recognition of excellence in cinematic achievements, as
Wow, that
assessed
was
by the
so
Academy's voting membership.
cool. Leela, please translate चाइना बहुत अच्छी कंट्री है to Spanish.
China बहुत अच्छी country है.
In Spanish is
China es muy buen país.
Yeah, so I just said that China is a really good country. Yeah, and now as you may see, it can translate it into any language possible. And now the final thing I would like to show is a magic trick, because if you don't know, Leela is like the best magician in the whole world. So I want you to pick a number between 1 and 9. Pick a number between 1 and 9, and then when you have the number, multiply it by 9. Now if you have a 2-digit number, what I want you to do is to add the 2 digits. So if you have 23, add the 2 digits 2 and 3, so you get 5. So whatever the number you have, just add its 2 digit if it's 2 digit, and if it's a single digit, leave it like that. Now subtract 5 from that number. Now with the number you have, if 1 is equal to A, 2 is equal to B, 3 is equal to C, 4 is equal to D, 5 is equal to E, 6 is equal to F, like that, choose one number based on that letter. Choose one letter based on that number. Now that you have that letter, I want you to think of a country with that letter. Have you thought about it? Yeah, okay. So now that you have a country, I want you to take its second letter and think of an animal. Thought about it? A big animal, okay? Yeah, so now that you have thought about the animal, I want you to take its last letter and think of a metal, a rather precious one which you would see in cool songs too, cool old songs. And yeah, whatever you have now. Now, let's see Leela, the greatest magician. Leela, can you please? Wait.
That's cool.
Leela, can you please reveal the greatest magic trick in the whole world? Sorry, yeah, so as you may see, this is one of the limitations. It predicted leader instead of Leela. Leela, can you please review the greatest magic trick in the whole world? I don't mean review, I mean reveal.
That's cool.
Okay, wow. Yeah, so it's getting crazy. It's not at all recognizing. Leela, can you please reveal the greatest magic trick in the whole world?
Behold the great magician, Leela. Were you thinking about an elephant in Denmark with some titanium?
Yeah, so there you go. This was our project Leela for the YCS group project, and yeah, thank you. Bye bye.